Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense comes onto the field first today. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Rice Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Ginn.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. Gives it on the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Jaguars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Jaguars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You know on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the quarterback as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick handoff. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rice. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. That's caught. It's calling. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Rodgers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the give off the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Owls. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Runs through a tackle.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking for a push on fourth down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got him downfield. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way throwing or running the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Jaguars will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. Right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well.
Heading to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.